Dark has been grinding up his 2s rating, and the result has been some matches where he's been in lobbies with top level players. Now, this time we're going to look at him with and against BDS. We are watching from Dark POV as he plays alongside Drally, the new addition to BDS, against Monkey Moon in this first game. In the second game, it will be Dark and Drally together, but no longer against Monkey Moon, as Dark getting a little bit ahead of himself here as he head back in defense. Monkey Moon not chipping it as quick as he thought, and he could not backflip out of his pre-jump in time to cover the shot. So him and Drally are going to go down early. I think that what we're seeing from Dark could be a good sign in terms of, him potentially grinding into the competitive scene like a lot of people have really wanted him to. It always seems like he's just a little bit more interested in having fun playing the game, which, hey, I've got nothing against that. But Dark can try and drop this into the corner to himself as he swings wide. Not sure if Drally is going to win that 50 or not, so doesn't turn in field. They actually just missed a couple dashes, and they were not exactly very useful dashes, but it doesn't matter. That's the Dark MO. Drally is going to also bail him out on the goal line, and he will rotate himself away to the midfield as Drally forces this in. Hyder ends up getting that dunk, and Dark, anytime he's anywhere near a wall, is making sure to get that canceled speed flip dash onto the wall. As now Dark with an opportunity with a bit of space. Both defenders grounded. He's going to go the distance of the field, met by Hyder, and going to be forced to rotate back after Drally lost his 50, and actually some pretty nice dashing got him close, but not close enough, as him and Drally are going to go down 2 against Hyder and Monkey Moon. Standard kickoff. Drally heading back to nets to cover for Dark. Dark was waiting a little bit too much at the midfield and ended up jumping right when he got bumps. Nice speed here. Might have given Drally an opportunity to score. Drally couldn't get enough heat on it, but Dark did outplay both as he, again, in retreat, seems to just kind of hit dashes while he's waiting. Does guide Monkey Moon's touch off the back wall into the corner, and now attacking the other way. Gets undercut by Hyder, and fortunately forced to give up that possession. Actually surprised so far from Dark with how, passive he has actually been playing in these lobbies. Normally he's all over every ball at every possible moment. That's a great double from Dark, but being passive and looking for your moments to shine can result in opportunities like that to pop off that you might not have been available for had you rushed earlier. Now he's going to turn off ball cam again. This is actually something that I think Dark could maybe improve on. He does a lot of ball cam off as he races back for corner boosts. I'm not sure he would have been able to get back in that play either way, but I feel like there's been moments in which he's lost information because of it. And Drally, nice outplay on Monkey Moon. Now it's just Dark and Hyder as Dark tries to get around the ball for the demo. Hyder's actually done a good job of intercepting Dark and preventing him from really going to work like he is probably more than aware that he can. Dark passes this off the side wall. Drally tries to slot one. Monkey Moon has the save, and again, another passive play from Dark after the boost steal, turning to Shadow. Not just diving at every moment. In fact, he almost seems like he's maybe spent more time playing behind Drally than in front as he drops this one off to Drally, and Monkey Moon makes the goal line save. Dark couldn't get anything out of that turn in field. Now, not centering midfield for Drally on his setup. Seems to be the expectation that Drally will solo play, and he will be around for the cleanup. Not a bad way to play 2s, especially random 2s that you aren't queuing with the opposition or in comms. As Drally gets demoed, Dark is going to have to make the save on 0 boost, and the respawn is there in time for the follow-up. So enough time was bought. 050 with Monkey Moon, a little zap dash on the recovery to get himself speed to get a favorable second 50, and now both defenders back. He's going to look for Drally. Not a bad idea to pass to Drally when he's there on your team. And Drally's actually going to put it off the backboard instead of on target, allow Dark to get around and get the second goal, or score for the duo. Let's kick off one into the blue half. Drally will get a 50. Monkey Moon's going to place this high. Dark will just put it right back down low, and it finds its way in. Not the best of ideas to let Dark go to work in the skies. You see Monkey Moon try to make up for his mistake. Good placement by Dark to put that down and away from the defender. He didn't grab the boost, but it doesn't matter. He'll just chain dashes and catch up to Hyder, who did get the boost, and demo him on the sidewall. Now unable to get any sort of angle on a shot here. Hyder is actually protecting the angle to get to the ball, as Monkey Moon was going to start a dribble, or at least I think that's what Hyder was trying to set up for him. But Monkey Moon has been playing very passive as well. A lot of goal line saves from him, a lot of turning off the ball, as Dark, oh my goodness, a crazy shot with 3 seconds left to go, and it actually is going to be a forfeit. Why not watch it again? Why not watch it again? A little tap to the ceiling, wave dashing onto the ceiling, then gets a flip into the ball for another reset, and one more touch to finish it off. So that is Dark and Drally against Monkey Moon. Dark able to get a nice goal to win, but let's watch another game with Dark and Drally. Hopping into the second game, we're going to get a little bit of Drally POV as well in this one. We'll switch back over to Dark, not before the end of the replay, but you know, sometimes it's nice to get a sight from another set of eyes and maybe get to see how it's like to play alongside a guy like Dark, who I think many people are interested in watching, as Drally losing the ball on his way to the midfield. This duo and the way they worked so far, at least in the previous game, is definitely Drally as the front runner and Dark as more passive player behind. And actually going to work out exactly this way right now on this first goal, as Drally gets ahead of the ball. Dark able to put it out in front, and he makes a great air roll into Flick in order to get the goal. Now Drally has to make the recovery save in and out of the nets. Can't get the follow-up, but Dark is there. And that is payback, because I feel like there was a similar situation in the previous game in which Drally had to do that for Dark at least a couple times. Drally sent this one away. 50. Feels like he's got time, and he does. He noticed that defender was far away and that he could collect the ball and maybe get an outplay. I mean, it worked out perfectly for him, because that flick isn't the right play if the defender stays passive, but the defender made the mistake of leaving the play and then trying to rush back to it. And Drally saw that. So he will head to the skies now. First touch resets, and another reset, or I'm not sure if he got the first one or not, but either way, he picks up another and drops it over to Dark, and the first 3 goals are looking nice for Dark and Drally. Let's hop over to Dark POV, as he is in the Fennec here in this second game. Big kickoff win for him to start this one off. Dark is so unique. I mean, I don't know if you ever want to. Tell me if you guys are interested in maybe doing a guessing game where we watch replays and you try and figure out who it is. I'm not sure exactly what the format would be, but I do know that if we were to play that game, there's probably no one easier than Dark to instantly recognize. He would be the level 0 in terms of toughness for that game, because as soon as you're on his POV, it is very, very clear who you're watching. Drally has to leave this dribble. Dark heading back to the net, allowing Drally to challenge again if he wants to, and just protecting that back line. Drally is going to go for 2 resets again, and Dark was a big believer. Oh my goodness, fortunate for Dark and Drally that shot was not on target, but of course the dashing maniac will find a way to get back, get a 50 win, and follow it up with dashing on the side wall for a 4th goal. 4-0 for Dark and Drally, as Dark wins his kickoff again into the orange half, but backs off, got ahead of himself on that read, and now is just styling. I mean, there's no question. That's the reason why I think people like watching Dark so much. I mean, he's not taking any game too seriously. Even high-level show matches, at any point, he always seems to prioritize just vibing and moving fun, moving with style instead of moving with purpose, or with, not that he's not moving with purpose, but you know what I mean. Not necessarily prioritizing that if there's some cool, sick trick to hit when you have a moment. Dark actually pulled off of that boost grab. It seemed like he was going to the midfield to grab something and then actually rotated off so his car would immediately stop and let Drally pick it up once he recognized Drally was headed there. And now here's these ball cam off moments. I mean, he's up 3, but he didn't want to pass up his opportunity to turn off the ball cam and practice some perfect dashing on the sidewall. Drally, again, did he go for that double reset again? But, you know, not double reset in the sense that it seems like he gets the reset twice, but only uses the flip once, so doesn't really feel like a true double reset. Drally, he's trying to go for clips as well. At this point, they're both just going for clips. Drally, pass off the back wall, looking for the full field psycho, didn't get it, and left them in a pretty tough position, one they're not able to handle. So it will be 4-2 as Dark 15 in the corner and leaves. Let's see. Heads all the way back to the back right. Drally looking for a demo or a bump to make it available for Dark, and that's exactly what he does. So 5-2 with 1:15, and it will be a forfeit. So Dark playing well alongside Drally against these opponents. That might have been a little bit easier than his other opponents, but even against Monkey Moon and Hyder, Dark and Drally getting the win.